all starts in the quiet, affluent town of Cottonwood Heights, Utah, just 15 miles south of Salt Lake City, a place known for its picturesque streets and family-friendly atmosphere, a town where everything seemed perfect on the surface. In the heart of this neighborhood, Matthew Johnson, a 51-year-old father, National Guardsman, and hardworking man, lived with his wife, Jennifer Gledhill, a 42-year-old mother of 3. To anyone looking in, they had it all: a beautiful home, loving children, and a seemingly happy marriage. But beneath this perfect facade, a storm was quietly brewing. September 21st, 2024, started like any other day, until Matthew didn't show up for work. His co-workers knew something was off. It wasn't like him to just disappear without a word. Concerned, his co-worker tried reaching him. Calls went unanswered. His phone was off. There were no signs of Matthew anywhere. As the hours passed, the concern turned to worry. Matthew was known for his reliability, and this kind of silence was completely out of character. His co-worker, alarmed, contacted the authorities, fearing something serious had happened. Yet while the police began to investigate, Matthew's wife, Jennifer, seemed oddly calm. It wasn't until a week later, on September 28th, that Jennifer finally reported her husband missing. Her story was simple. Matthew had left after an argument on September 20th and hadn't returned. No one had seen or heard from him since. But this is where things start to get strange. The investigation, initially appearing straightforward, soon began to unravel. The police received an unexpected and chilling phone call. It wasn't from a friend or a family member. It was from Jennifer's lover, an individual she had been secretly seeing for months. This lover, someone who had become entangled in Jennifer's web of lies, made a shocking revelation. Jennifer had confessed to him that she had killed Matthew. This wasn't just a vague admission. According to the informant, Jennifer gave him the full details of the crime. In a cold, calculated confession, she admitted that she had shot Matthew while he slept in their bed in the early morning hours of September 21st. She had killed her husband in cold blood. The lover went on to explain that Jennifer had described how she carefully disposed of Matthew's body, hiding it and going to extreme lengths to cover her tracks. She told him how she had placed his body in a rooftop storage container, slid it down the stairs, and loaded it into their minivan, all while trying to erase the traces of what she had done. It was a shocking and twisted tale of betrayal, deception, and murder. Jennifer had not only betrayed her husband, but she had planned to run away with her lover, leaving her family behind and taking her husband's life in the process. But the twists didn't end there. The police, now armed with this disturbing information, began to dig deeper. They discovered inconsistencies in Jennifer's statements and began to look closer at her movements. Surveillance footage from a car wash in a neighboring area showed Jennifer spending an unusually long time cleaning the interior of her minivan on the morning of September 21st. Detectives noted that she appeared to be focusing on the rear cargo area. GPS data from her phone showed her traveling to a location where Matthew's truck was eventually found, and also to an area north of their home, in Davis County. The case became more complex with every passing day. As detectives continued to piece together the puzzle, they uncovered more unsettling evidence. A search of Jennifer's home revealed a blood-stained carpet under the bed, and further investigation found that the wall behind the bed had been scrubbed with bleach. Jennifer's mother even admitted to buying a new mattress for her daughter's bedroom. Strange, considering the circumstances. DNA tests on blood found under the bed were consistent with a single male source. But it wasn't just Jennifer's actions that were raising eyebrows. Authorities soon turned their attention to her parents. A neighbor had reported seeing them at the house on September 24th, a few days after Matthew's disappearance. Jennifer's mother claimed she was only there for an hour, while her father seemed to have a strangely vague recollection of the events. When questioned about whether he had entered the master bedroom, he hesitated and reportedly said, "I did not go in where the incident happened." Then came the evidence that would seal the case. A search of Jennifer's parents' home uncovered a plastic tote wrapped in a child's onesie. Inside, investigators found a loaded Glock 19 gun box, the very same model Jennifer had shown to her lover in a prior conversation. The gun matched the description of the weapon used in Matthew's murder. This detail, the gun box wrapped in the child's onesie, is a very important piece of the investigation. Now, everything was starting to fall into place, and through court hearings, it was revealed that prosecutors presented phone call recordings between Jennifer Gledhill and her lover, where Jennifer Gledhill asked her lover to not think of her as a monster. Also in that recording, Jennifer gave details of how she disposed of the body, and that the body was disposed of in a shallow grave in Davis County. Also in court hearings, it was shown that GPS data from Jennifer Gledhill's phone placed her in Davis County. But the most haunting part of this case remains: where is Matthew Johnson's body? Despite all the evidence, Matthew's body has never been found. Jennifer was arrested on October 4, 2024, in her own home as the evidence against her became overwhelming. As she was taken into custody, she maintained her innocence, insisting that she had nothing to do with her husband's disappearance. Jennifer Gledhill now faces serious charges: 1 count of first-degree felony murder, 5 counts of second-degree felony obstruction of justice, 1 count of second-degree felony possession with intent to distribute, 1 count of third-degree felony, desecration of a human body, 1 count of third-degree felony witness tampering. As the case continues to unfold, the haunting question remains: where is Matthew Johnson? Did Jennifer Gledhill, in her pursuit of a new life with her lover, really commit the perfect crime? Or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Jennifer Gledhill has retained legal counsel, and her defense team faces a challenging task given the substantial circumstantial evidence presented by the prosecution. While maintaining her innocence, the defense's likely strategies will focus on several key areas. One primary focus will be challenging the credibility of the prosecution's key witness, the lover. The defense may attempt to portray him as having ulterior motives, or that he has a history of unreliability. They may try to discredit his testimony by highlighting inconsistencies or suggesting he had reasons to fabricate his claims. Another crucial aspect of the defense will be to cast doubt on the forensic evidence. While blood was found, the defense may argue that the DNA testing, while showing a male source, has not been definitively matched to Matthew Johnson's DNA. They may also attempt to explain away the blood evidence as being from an alternative source or an accident. The defense will also likely scrutinize the police investigation, looking for procedural errors or potential biases. They might argue that the investigation was rushed, or that investigators focused too narrowly on Jennifer as a suspect, overlooking other possibilities. Furthermore, the absence of Matthew Johnson's body presents a significant challenge for the prosecution. The defense may argue that without a body, there is no conclusive proof that a murder occurred. They could suggest alternative scenarios, such as Matthew voluntarily disappearing or being involved in an unknown accident. The actions of Jennifer's parents will also be a point of contention. The defense may argue that their actions, such as buying a new mattress or her father's vague memories, were misinterpreted or taken out of context. They may argue that they were simply trying to help their daughter during a difficult time, and that they had no knowledge of any criminal activity. It is expected that the defense will vigorously argue against the charge of desecration of a human body, given that no body has been found. They will likely emphasize the lack of concrete evidence to support this specific charge. Ultimately, the defense's goal will be to create reasonable doubt in the minds of the jurors. They will attempt to paint a picture of an investigation that is incomplete and a prosecution case that is based on speculation and circumstantial evidence. What do you think happened? Let us know in the comments. And if you love true crime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more shocking cases.